It's time for Top Plays. This week we have your top blocks of 2020.
We're the land of the free.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Wiggins. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, and not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the big man, Domantas Sabonis, is following in his father's Hall of Fame footsteps. We all remember what Arvydas Sabonis looked like when he was healthy, both in Russia and when he came over to the NBA. Domas watched his dad play with the Blazers and dreamed of becoming an NBA player in his own right. Well, he's arrived. Last season, Domantas became a first-time All-Star, and he's certainly doing his dad proud. Kevin?
He sure is. Thanks, David. And the Clippers starting five. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Lowry out there with Bradley. And it's Gasol, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Indiana, Sabonis is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the five, patrolling the paint.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Now here's Bledsoe. The dish to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis trying to get open. No good from Bledsoe. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Bradley, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Beautiful execution, the rhythm, the timing, and Avery's a good finisher off the catch.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Wiggins surveying the floor, and he can't bank that one in. Wiggins against George. Outside Lowry. Here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Bradley. No good on the triple. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a three-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Here's Brogdon. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Brogdon left side. Bledsoe against Lowry. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Paul George. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They weren't aggressive on the glass. They weren't blocking out. That puts you behind the 8-ball every single time.
Now here's Bradley. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. And that one, good.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Indiana again missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And here's Bradley from three. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Pacers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Brogdon. That one doesn't drop. Bradley with some nice D. Lowry has the open look. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 22 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Brogdon outside. Back to Bledsoe. Brogdon outside. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Bradley. Avery Bradley pulls it in. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now, here's Brogdon. He picked up 24 points in their last one against New York. Offensive rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Bradley. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Bradley's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's Wiggins at the top of the key. Indiana again missing. Here's Los Angeles now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Brogdon outside. Passes it to Sabonis from 10 feet out. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Lowry. Now George. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the shot goes in.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Here's Gasol. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, Here's Brogdon. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. If you thought he could be a franchise caliber player, we might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Williams, he's checked in for Indiana. T.J. Warren comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Spellman's checked in. Leonard, the pass to Lowry. Leonard kicks to George. Sinks the triple. George has got 5. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Incredible effort by Kawhi. Picks it up with the claw, then off to the races.
And the Pacers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Some changes for Indiana. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Halliburton subbed in for Wiggins. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Payne comes in for Kyle Lowry. Now, here is Halliburton. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Here's Warren, just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's George. That shot is off. Nice D from Warren. Here's Bledsoe. Rebound by the Clippers.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Payne with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pulls it up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I like the awareness. Excellent position. Beautiful job working off the pick.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. Pacers trail by 18. Up top, Warren turned in an outstanding game against New York. Brogdon kicks to Williams. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Leonard. Mann passes to Magruder. Here's the three. That one doesn't go. So Indiana will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
Clippers leading by 18. Here's man. Williams with the block. It's Brogdon on the wing. Guarded by Green. Brogdon the pass to Basket. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Payne. To the paint. Lock at 6. That's tipped. The second chance effort. Green, no luck. Pacers trail by 16. Pass roll, the pass to Halliburton. Outside Warren. Now, here's Halliburton. Headed by Green. And it's Halliburton missing. Clippers leading by 16. Payne passes to Spellman. The rebound by Halliburton. Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. 1:41 left in the first. The fadeaway. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The pass to Payne. Here's man. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now, here's Warren. No points in the game yet for him. Now, here's Halliburton. He's guarded closely. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Magruder. Oh, that's blocked. And here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Haskell with the steal. Here's Warren. Again, Indiana.
Love the confidence from Warren on the catch and shoot. Coaches don't want to see their players hesitate.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
We've got Williams. Eric Paschal out there with Warren. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Payne can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Up top, Brogdon. Warren on the wing. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Haskell. Great D that time from Green.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Payne. Here's Magruder. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nice D from Warren.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets. And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Here's Magruder. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Clippers lead by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And Greg, with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Brook Lopez is checked in for Robert Williams. Sabonis comes in for Eric Paschall. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Halliburton. Brogdon kicks to Warren. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. For the finish. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Passes to Warren. Back to Brogdon. The pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Bradley. Indiana again missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Brogdon looking it over. He dishes it to Wiggins. He kicks it to Warren. Puts one up. The shot, no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Bradley, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Up again. It's good on the putback.
A tireless rebounder. Sabonis gives his team an edge on the glass.
Bradley passes to Gasol. Stolen by Warren. Pass to Brogdon. Six to shoot. Fires the 3. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Bradley against Warren.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Lowry. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Kevin Gillen. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wiggins against Lowry. Wiggins kicks to Warren. For 3. Hope they get it back.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Lowry from outside. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pacers trail by 16. Pass to Lopez. Now Wiggins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. outside Warren. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Warren.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Warren finds Brogdon. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Higgins outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Bradley. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Explosiveness off the floor, long arms. Avery Bradley's underrated as a rebounder.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The kick out to Lopez. A new 14 for Indiana. Passes it to Warren. Launches it. He's off on that one, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside Bradley. Lowry against Wiggins. And Lowry gets it to go.
Forget the analytics. This is one of Lowry's favorite areas to operate from.
Brogdon with it. Lopez outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists now tonight.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Pacers.
Now let's check out some stats for Leonard. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's getting around 28 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production. Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Warren. Out to the wing. Lopez left side. Bledsoe for 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Halliburton's checked in for Warren. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
You have to give it up for Kawhi right now. He is wearing out the defense.
And here's Halliburton. Bledsoe outside. And the pass to Sabonis. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Getting inside, Sabonis finishes strong. You can see how comfortable he is shooting at that range.
Outside Leonard. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's covered by Leonard. Goes up again, and Sabonis lays it up and in. Sabonis has got 8 points. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Bradley. Clock at 4. Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. Robert Williams comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Eric Paschal in for Domantas Sabonis. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Clippers with the ball. They lead. Oh, that was something else.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
So for the Clippers, Green comes in for George. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Pacers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Bledsoe. Takes it off the glass. Bledsoe's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Nobody near Paschal. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Payne. The Pacers pull it in. Wiggins outside. Bledsoe for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. He's got 7.
And boy, their offense becomes all the more efficient when Bledsoe is knocking those down. And it just opens up the passing lanes for him as well.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
And no secret here, this is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws, and they're having a great second quarter at the line.
Bledsoe passes to Halliburton. Williams looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And Bledsoe, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Bledsoe's got 9.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Leonard against Paschal. Inside, Spellman misses from close range. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Williams. Indiana moving it around. Bledsoe kicks to Wiggins. Misses the 3. Here's Payne. Outside Leonard takes a 3. And so it's Los Angeles riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 19 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for...
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Los Angeles. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Avery Bradley is out there with Lowry, and it's Gasol at the center position. Bledsoe right side, over Lowry. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. And that's 12 points for George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Wiggins passes to Lopez. Back to Wiggins. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Lowry. Lays it up and banks it in. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Bledsoe outside. And there's the pass to Wiggins.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And that one's good, George.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Let's take a look at the numbers for Paul George.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Lopez kicks to Brogdon. Buries it down low. Brogdon's got his second basket of the night.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Leonard draws the double. Down low, Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Wiggins from outside. They get it again. Sabonis. The shot comes out. 18 that time from Leonard. Here's the Clippers. This run now up to 13-2. Count it. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brogdon outside. Lopez drives in.
Out of bounds.
That's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Now here's a look at some stats for Marc Gasol. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 5 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lowry's shot is good.
A threat from anywhere on the floor. Lowry does it with skill, and he does it with toughness.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brogdon the pass to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 5. Rejected by Gasol.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
And here's Warren for 3. Tips it up. And staying with the play, Sabonis. Sabonis has got 10 points.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Gasol, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the inside. Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I know this coaching staff loves seeing Lopez play a physical brand of basketball. Even if it means he has to take a few knocks here and there.
Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say, they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Bledsoe for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's Magruder missing. Pacers shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. And Lopez has it in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Magruder. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Pass to Kabengele. Kicks to George. Here's Magruder. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. And it's Magruder missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Brogdon. Pass to Bledsoe. Now here's Lopez. Magruder with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Bledsoe. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Pacers.
It's all you, Eric, yeah!
The pass to Lopez. Dishes to Warren. Poked away. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Here's Sabonis. Excellent D there from George.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. Andrew Wiggins, third. And, of course, Kawhi Leonard.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
They use their athleticism, but also we have to look at they have a high basketball IQ on the defensive end. A lot of their blocks come from the help side.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Eric Paschall comes in for Sabonis. And Halliburton subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. He doesn't get the second one.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Magruder. Up to Payne. Over Bledsoe. Payne can't hit. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
The Pacers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Here's Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Pass to man. Green against Williams. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Indiana. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. And with the rebound. Halliburton's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's Mann. Shoots over Warren. Mann can't hit. Outside Warren. Looking for Paschall. He gets it there. At the elbow, Williams. Lets it go from deep. Paschall's shot is off. The Clippers shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Here's Mann. Guarded by Bledsoe. Knocked loose and stolen by Williams. He lobs it up. It's tipped. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. And he banks in the layup. Mann's got his second basket of the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Halliburton passes to Paschall. Now, here's Warren. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Warren's got 6 points.
Showing some assertiveness inside. Warren knows you can't beat the defense if you play scared.
Here's Mann, defended by Paschall. And it's Green, missing. And it's Warren with the ball for the Pacers. Passes it to Paschall. Kicks to Warren. 35 seconds left in the third. There's the pass to Halliburton. Now Green still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Payne with it. Spellman the pass to Payne. Lets it go with a three. The shot missing. And so it's Los Angeles having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Martin, also Eric Paschal out there, and it's Bowman in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Spellman, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Three-pointer, Martin. Indiana with a new shot clock. And the basket by Paschal.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Pass to Arcidiacono. Now Green, defended by Paschal. Shoots from the baseline, and that one goes long. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Oturu, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Oturu's got his first 2 points of the night. Inside, Grant, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Oturu. Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Arcidiacono. Grant outside. Here's the teardrop. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Indiana.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. And, you know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. Bledsoe passes to Brogdon. Back to Bledsoe. Lopez outside. No good on the 3. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Here's Lopez. Unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Grant surveying the D. Feeds it to Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
The Pacers making a change here. Mudiay is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Kabengele's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
A three from Leonard hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Here's Brogdon. Lopez outside. Pass to Mudiay. Bounce pass from Sabonis. Indiana moving the ball over. The shot's good from Lopez.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Down low, Sabonis with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Mudiay with the ball. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Takes it out to Leonard. This one for three. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And it's blocked. Bradley against Brogdon. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Grant.
Don't kid yourself about Avery Bradley. He's thin, but he's surprisingly strong, and he's tough.
Mudiay dishes to Wiggins. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Will, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
He feeds it to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And here's Mudiay. Lopez passes to Sabonis. Brogdon against Bradley. Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He fired up the Jets. Avery Bradley beats his man up court, took care of business.
Brogdon outside. And it's blocked.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Over in the corner, Gasol. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Wiggins from outside. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first three of the game, something to build on.
Grant outside. Passes it to Kabengele. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Magruder's checked in. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Here's Bowman. He's covered by Grant. Sabonis. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And the balance Sabonis has is impressive. Able to score even when the D is physical with him.
Inside. The shot from the low post is good.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Here's Bowman. He's covered by Grant. Bowman passes to Okuru.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for the Clippers. And the free throw, no good. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Grant outside. No good on that one. So Indiana will take it the other way. Now the pass to Bowman. Fires top of the key. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Magruder kicks to Grant. Ball stolen. Bowman passes to Mudiay. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
2 minutes, 2 of 1.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Gasol, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
And no question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them.
I mean, amazing. Mark was drafted 48th overall. Even after his brother Powell was drafted 3rd overall, might have put a chip on Mark's shoulder.
Bowman rejected by Gasol, and he recovers it.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Indiana, Ty Bowman. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A minute 42 left in the game. And for the Clippers, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Moutier against Grant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Grant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Now the Clippers with it. Arcidiacono kicks to Grant. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Moutier passed to Oturu. And here's Moutier. Takes the 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Pass to Kabengele. Here's Arcidiacono. Defended by Pascal. Here's Bowman. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.